Okay, this is question 4 from exercise 9B. So, we have a rectangle A, B, C. I'm just going to label this A, B, C, and D. And points P and Q are on the side. So this is my P, this is my Q. Point P divides side BC in the ratio of 2 to 3. All right, so let's just do 2 to 3. That gives me an overall of 5. All right, so we want to know the ratio that that's going to happen. So I'm just going to call this length x, this length y. All right, so if I wanted to describe, so BD, that vector, could be written as BC plus CD. Similarly, PQ could be written as PC plus CQ. Now, using what we know about this, I could rewrite PQ as 3/5 of BC because we know that it's, so I'm getting my 3 from there over the 5 for the whole thing, plus, and there's going to be some ratio that's going to be like y over y plus x of CD. I think that kind of makes sense. Using my y and my x, that will be my ratio there. Now, in order for PQ to be parallel to BD, they have to be scalar multiples of each other. Because adding a coefficient doesn't change direction, it just changes changes length or magnitude. So what that means is that PQ has got to be some scalar multiple of BD. Okay? So if I rewrote this, that would be BD. The scalar multiple would be that scalar multiple times BC plus CD, which if I distribute that through, BD is some scalar multiple of BC plus some scalar multiple of CD. I think all of that makes sense. So notice these two things, because this is also PQ, those two things are the same as each other. So if I had 3/5 of BC plus y over y plus x CDs, I would end up with some scalar multiple of BC plus some scalar multiple, which is going to be the same scalar multiple of CD. And so what that means is that these are all equal to each other because it's the same scalar multiple here, which we found by the expansion there. So what that means is that y over y plus x has got to be the exact same thing as 3/5. And then because of that, that means that my y is 3 and my x has to be 2. So that means that the split has, so PQ is parallel to BD. The split has to be 3, sorry, find ratio point has to divide C. Okay, is that same 3 to 5? Sorry, 3 to 2. Brain work. Which, in all honesty, it makes a lot of sense. In order to make two triangles, like if we're looking at trig ratios, that relationship has to be consistent. So my ratio is that. Just want to check that one more time. What does it say? Find in which ratio point Q has to divide CD. It's in a 3 to 2 ratio. Would make that happen. Yeah, 3 to 2. Just like that. Now, that is my answer, and I am 100% that's the correct answer. And if someone tells you different, they're a liar. Good luck.